Right, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. The time is 8:05. Let's kick off this session. A big thank you to those who have sacrificed their dinner, and thanks to those who are still having dinner and still joining in with the videos of whatever it is you're doing. Thank you for being here. There's still people coming in. Right, my name is 𝐒𝐭𝐫𝐢𝐞𝐬. Some familiar faces, some unfamiliar faces, doesn't matter. All I got to say is, if you have signed up for this workshop, I can say this, you have a growth mindset already. Because you do not know what you don't know. And if you have signed up for such workshops, means you want to give yourself some input and feed your brain. Some of them are here feeding the stomach and still feeding the brain, which is good. Thank you. All right. So thanks for joining this workshop. I have a fabulous guest speaker. And I told her, you know what? You got so much of knowledge and wisdom the world needs to hear. And all she said was, 𝐒𝐭𝐫, come, let's do it. So I'm going to introduce that person to you shortly. But before that, I'll really appreciate if you guys can keep your videos on, because it's not really nice to see talking to cubes there. So Adi, Vignesh, Vicky, Mr. Mohan, Jason, thank you so much. If you can keep your videos on, it would be good. Ching, thank you. See, so nice to see you, Ching. All right. We'll try to finish the workshop by 9:15, giving Jessie a good 1 hour. And in between, if you have any questions, feel free to type it out in the chat box or wait until we have the Q&A session later on. Okay? I believe you guys will have lots of questions. Where's Taylor? Taylor already messaged his problem. I hope to tackle all your concerns in this 1 hour. So it's going to be very impactful. Taylor, you're traveling, wearing mask. I can see it. Thank you so much. Let me start off by, before I give her the mic, this is who she is. Jessie G. Chan, Gabriel Chan. She is a PhD candidate in entrepreneurship. She's the second person in Malaysia that I'm speaking to who's going to have a PhD in entrepreneurship. There's so much that I can teach the world as a trainer, which I'll introduce myself later on. Who am I, right? But I am here today to interview here. It's because I want to learn from her. The world is changing so fast. We don't know what's happening. We are in our own cocoon, but we need some wisdom from Jessie. So she's doing a PhD candidate in entrepreneurship. She's got 2 masters, 1 MBA and Master of Arts. She's also a certified solution-focused coach. Jessie, please tell us what it is, right? And certified lifestyle coach, and also accredited HRD Corp trainer. Now let's look on the right-hand side. Jessie has got 30 years of achievements in multiple MNCs, all right, and 4 public listed entities. That is a very high profile, Jessie. Vice President of Sales and Business Development, Vice President of HR, Head of Strategic Development, Head of Marketing, Head of Investor Relations. Jessie, you're an all-rounder. And I believe everyone wants to know later on, why did you leave the corporate role? So be prepared for this question, okay? So, Jessie.
Yes, Venkat.
The mic is over to you. Please introduce yourself.
Yes. Thank you so much to everyone for coming over to join this. And most importantly, I would like to thank Venkat for allowing me to share the mic and to learn more and exchange more experience and knowledge with each and every one of you. And today I took the opportunity to write to every one of you, most of you actually, if your WhatsApp number is there, to say hello and thank you. And I was so looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. With social media, nothing beats seeing the person, even if it's online through the video, I can see your face. Some of you write very well. I was really making good friends with some of you already in first contact. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this opportunity. It's very timely to have this session because every economy is going through a very challenging time. Yeah. So if we look down in our own business, it is already challenging. But if you look at the macro economy, it's going to get even more challenging. Yes. So where do I start, Venkat? Do I talk about myself first?
Continue. You're doing well. You're getting interested.
Okay, why did I left the corporate world? So I have been in the corporate world working rank and file from first I started working from the age of 15 with Sony. I needed some part time. We have 7 weeks of holiday. I'm not the one who would like to sit around and waste my time. So I took the opportunity and call up my dad's friend and say, can I come and just do some work? And I love it. So every semester break or 7 weeks break, I'll go back to work. And then after that, they absorbed me in as a regional sales for non-Japanese client because they're Sony. That's where we learn about nationality matters. All Japanese client goes back to them, and not Japanese client, thank God, comes to me. So I have all the big clients. I went from there to a lot of other multinational corporations, learning a lot about how they position themselves, train the employees, have a lot of systems and methods, very structured, very thoughtful, opposite of what we're going to talk about today, very much opposite of what we're going to talk about today. Big investment, long R&D. My last assignment or last job was with the oil and gas industry. A project could last 7 years and multi-million dollars of investment with no guarantee that it's going to work. And still investments were pumped in. So very different from what we're going to talk about today. So why did I leave the corporate world? I guess of all the exposure that I had, my position as a HR director was very, very interesting. I like to share that in my portfolio, I look at strategic HR. I look into my favorite portfolios in HR are succession planning. So I work with the board of directors as to who are ready, not ready. What do we do with those that are not ready? What happened to the vacancy? So I used to travel the world with my CEO, interviewing, making friends, even though there is no vacancy. So having an ever portfolio of talents available. So now that we have our own business, is that something that we do all the time? That's how we do it, right? And succession planning is very important because in public listed company, nobody owns the job. Everybody is just a number, including the CEO. So everybody is just a signature away from being terminated. That's the reality. They don't own the increment, they don't own the promotion, and they don't own the bonus. They certainly don't own the job. So the company decide everything, and it's not just me alone. So I report to the CEO, of course, and to the board of directors, and everybody is a cost line and expense. If you're the owner, you understand what I say and what I mean over here, right? So, what I learned from there is that it doesn't matter how good a talent is, we're just one signature away. That's why from the age of 40, I kept looking for something that I could call my own. I think it's giving so much of time, so much of invested my time, my talent, and commitment to the company. I want to own it, but we don't. So therefore, it started my journey looking for something to call my own, which is called entrepreneurship. And I touched upon effectuation even without knowing it. I applied all the theory even without knowing it because today we're going to talk about the 3 topics, and that's how I started my small little business then that grew into something that was very big, out of control, and I decided to sell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice sharing there, Jessie. You also mentioned about the word effectuatorship. One more quick question. When did you start your PhD in entrepreneurship?
Where?
Was it when you were still an employee or when you left employment?
When I left employment.
And you started your PhD?
Yes.
Okay. What are the similarities because you have been a director in strategic planning, marketing, human resource, right? Are you applying any of those skills in this business world today? Are they relevant? Are they useful?
The topics are relevant, but how it's being applied is very, very different. because now I always sit down with entrepreneurs, business owner. There are a couple of questions that I always ask them, like, why do you get into entrepreneurship?
Okay.
Right.
I guess that's what E3 is all about also. So I'll share about what E3 is all about. To those who don't know what E3 is, do not worry. I will share what E3 is. For now, allow me to share who I am and why am I here and hosting this talk show. Okay? Right. So in a gist, 16 years in the training and 6 years in the coaching industry. Trained more than 42,000 participants around the world. I'm certified Malaysia, Singapore, and Australia. I'm also a mentor for NAWAM. NAWAM is National Association of Women Entrepreneurship of Malaysia. Ministry of Education instructor. I teach the teachers over there and represent Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the ASEAN countries as a trainer. Certified EI practitioner, emotional intelligence, Enneagram, profiling, NLP. So the list goes on. So if you do realize, I'm very much into people development. So it's been my 16 years now. Also invited guest speaker for various talk shows and World Book of Records recipient. Thanks to Jessie, I started my talk shows again, which I started in 2020 during the COVID. I've held a lot of international symposiums. I've been invited as guest speaker. So this year is my first time again, thanks to Jessie. This is my World Book of Records certificate of commitment. Because during the period, a lot of people were going through depression. The mindset was totally screwed. And that's when I came forward to change the mindset of the people and so forth. Jessie, do you remember this photo?
Yes.
You sent this photo to me on New Year's Day.
Yes.
I would like to know what's the story behind this picture. That powerful kick, you coming out from the screen, and the glass breaking. What was this about and what's the message behind this photo?
It's always about reinventing ourselves, having no fear moving forward.
Okay.
All of us always have a fear like, am I doing enough? Am I good enough? Do they like me? Do they not like me? Will it work? Will it not work? And last year was a very, very, how would I say, reassessment year. I've grown my business to a certain size and it's time to leapfrog to another size. So I was soul searching a lot and wanting to have a difference. So this was about breaking through in a sense that it's also community building as well. So that's why the Facebook, right? So
Okay.
yeah, the last whole year we hear a lot. I hear a lot about AI, and I was actually feeling very, very stressed over it because it's something that I don't know. I'm unknown. I felt that I'm so not equipped with it. If you talk to me about corporate terminology, M&A, reverse takeover, investor relation, PE, private, price to equity, all kind of economical jargon I know. And I felt equipped in this world. Suddenly, when AI comes, they talk to us about prompts, about don't know what banana, watermelon, I felt so out of place, right? And instead of like, yeah, instead of the struggle is real, it's ongoing. I'm sure all of you will see it, and it's always like the loser worried about losing out, the fear of losing out. Yes, the fear of losing out. Then I reach out. I knew from the theory of effectuation and the spirit of E3, there are people out there. That's when I reach out and I grab Venkat. Help me! It's like I felt so uncertain after so many years in corporate. Suddenly, it's like a new world, and I'm so lost. And I see all the young entrepreneurs in their 20s, like doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. They're doing live, they're doing TikTok, they're doing everything, and I thought the whole ground was shaking and opening up. So after speaking with Venkat, he held my hand and said, "Dear," he likes to call us dear, "my dear, I'm here. So trust me, trust the process." So we go back to the basic, go back to the fundamentals. At the end of the day, it's still human relationship, human touch, reaching out, and how would I say it? Have clarity, have the understand affordable loss that we're going to be talking about, understand bird in the hand. Don't worry so much about the noise out there. Yeah, the US of A is going crazy. Are we going to worry and stop everything and focus on them, or are we just going to go with what we have?
Nice sharing there. Guys, disclaimer, I did not pay her to talk about this, huh? All right, it all came out from her, right? Mr.
I'm sorry, it's very good not calling you.
Amanda, good to see you. Wendy, thanks for joining in. A few words that you mentioned, Jessie, that I've written it down. You said about that photo, right? You said it was a reflection and a breakthrough. Why did you have to do a reflection? And how often do one need to do a reflection? I'm asking this question on behalf of all the entrepreneurs here. Like Mr. Mohan is here. He's a seasoned businessman running a fantastic business, especially in the ESG world today. Right? His business is going to thrive definitely for the next 20 years. But the question, as an entrepreneur, on behalf of the entrepreneurs, how often do one need to stop and reflect?
On a daily basis, I do that.
Wow, okay.
Every night, yeah. Every night, before I sleep, I would sometimes write it down. But if I'm too tired to write it down, I'll do a mental recalling of what worked today. So I need to be able to give myself a pat on the shoulder and say, okay, Jessie, you are doing okay. So this is very, very important at this point in time when it comes to stress and mental health.
Nice topic you've touched on, yep.
Yeah, so many things are going so fast. We just can't keep up, right? If we would compare ourselves with so many things that's happening out there, we feel so lost, so small, so insignificant.
Nice, thanks for the sharing. All right, we're still setting up the stage. We have not dived into the topic yet. Hans, good evening. It's NC. Thanks for joining. Another thing you mentioned about AI. So let me also go onto the topic. You know what's interesting, guys? I think most of you can agree with me. Today, I learned about ChatGPT 5. Tomorrow, there's ChatGPT 6. Hey, please give me a break. I just started learning about ChatGPT 5. Right? So every day, there's something new coming in, number one. Number two, today, I mastered something. Tomorrow, another guru will come into Facebook or LinkedIn saying that, oh, that's all. Learn this. Okay, fine. I'll follow. Third day, another guru will come and say, oh, no, that is old-fashioned. It's already learned this. So my question is, when shall I stop following all these people? When should I stop? So guys, what I'm trying to say is there is a lot of noise in the market. After today's workshop, after learning about effectual thinking or the bird in hand principle, I hope the noise in your mind, the noise in the external world will at least slow down. It should. Okay? Grace, I totally resonate. Too much noise. Yeah, you're right. So thanks for touching on the topic of AI. But nevertheless, when I started this session earlier, I said, thanks for signing up for this workshop because it already shows you have a growth mindset. You do not know what you don't know. So you are here to learn. Number two, without a growth mindset, you will not be able to adapt to today's fast-changing world. The key word you have to have in your mind today is curiosity. You need to be curious about everything that you happen to learn or see. If you have the attitude, I know it all I can say is good luck to you. All right. So instead of having a fixed mindset, if you don't want to have the growth mindset, fine. This is the open mindset theory. Open mindset. That means I'm curious. Let me go and find out what it is about. This is the best time ever to be an entrepreneur. Do you all know why? Because you have Jessie. No, I'm just yeah, Jessie, yes. She's going to give some free gifts later on if you stay back. One of the reasons why it's the best time is because, come on, we have ChatGPT. We can ask ChatGPT everything. Write me a business plan, write me a marketing plan, write me a marketing structure, whatever. If we had opened a business 10 years ago, you'll have more difficulties compared to where you are today. Number two, today we have so many organizations like E3 to hold your hand. Are you guys taking advantage? Last year, January, I did a talk show for E3, Entrepreneur Mindset. And in that talk show, I mentioned entrepreneur's journey is a lonely journey. Right or wrong? It's very lonely. Today, I'm saying that's rubbish. It is not a lonely journey. You have chosen to be alone and to walk alone in the pathway. Help is there. Support is there. Coaches are there. E3 is there. Andrew is there. But are you making use of all these resources? The bird in hand principle is about knowing who you know and making use of your resources. Next question. How many of you attended the Biz Start that E3 organized last year in August? No, Jessie, of course, that's why I saw you, right? So if you have Shelby, yes, Shelby, you attended. Thanks for joining, Shelby. So this talk show is quite similar to what I spoke about in the Biz Start. And today I'm here to listen more from what Jessie has to share. All right, number two, I see a lot of E3 members here. Do you realize we don't call you as E3 members, but we call you as effectuators? That term derived not say from Prof. Andrew, but Prof. Andrew emphasized on the word effectuatorship, and you guys are effectuators. So a quick question to all of you. Do you know what's the meaning of effectuatorship? Yeah, we know E3, but do you know you guys are effectuator members? I love the silence. And the third question. Do you know E3 has got so much of empowering programs?
Yes.
Jomi from JB, nice to see you. E3 has got so much of empower programs, right? But do you even sign up for them? Or is it our ego? Is it that, I know it all attitude that we have? Mina, thank you, Mina. And do you know that you are allowed to have a one-to-one session with Prof. Andrew, the founder?
Yes.
Again, disclaimer, I never pay Jomi to say this. So that's the sentence, effectuator or a business owner journey is a lonely journey, is utter rubbish. No. It's just like you are telling me, Venkat, I'm hungry, but I give you a buffet of food and you don't want to eat. And you tell me you're hungry. I'm not going to help you. So again, I'm saying, best time to be an entrepreneur. This is the best time. And also, Jessie mentioned it's time to reflect every now and then. All right. So, Jessie, thanks for this input so far. And you also mentioned about fear of losing out. That's fine. Let's dive into the topic. Why am I getting so worked up?
Because you care.
Yeah, lah, tired also lah.
You love the topic.
Okay, Jessie.
Yes.
I saw this in your LinkedIn. Effectuatorship, start small. It was a very bold title. It was a very bold article in your LinkedIn. What do you mean by effectuatorship, start small? Vicky had a question just now also. It will definitely help all of you. What do you mean by start small, Jessie?
Start small. Going back to the theory of effectuator, of course, I'm doing my PhD in entrepreneurship. I have to read about what effectuator means, and it's very, very much applicable and relevant in this economy. So start small meaning we start with number one, of course, the theory of bird in the hand.
Okay. We'll go deeper later on.
So start small is about we always start with who we are, what we know, who we know, but more importantly, it's also about taking that step forward first. Take it forward first. So effectuator is different Yeah, effectuation is different from causal. The traditional ones that we read in school from all those years that I've been studying my master's and all that, where we're reading about causal theory in entrepreneurship. It's about having that plan, calculate all your costs, look for all the capex, calculate, do a business model, do a financial model, go and look for the banks, go and look for the investors, go and everything else. It probably take a long time before anything takes off, if anything. And it's not guaranteed success. So effectuation starts, it's a theory, and it's of course now a practice and a movement because more and more entrepreneurs are following this concept. It started by Dr. Saraswati in 2001. She did a very, very long tenure of research on very successful entrepreneurs and businesses and see what are the common criteria in entrepreneurship. So today we're not going to talk about all of it because this is a series of 3. So we only have time to talk about the first one, which is about bird in the hand, and affordable loss, the second one as well. Starting small, meaning a lot of people don't dare to take that first step. Of course, everybody has the risk of fear of risking everything, losing everything, not being successful, don't know how, don't know where to start, don't know what to start. That is very, very common. I get that question every week because I'm also chairing the Empower Her in E3. Women specifically wanted to start because my chapter is about women entrepreneurship. They want to start going into entrepreneurship, but do not know what to do, what to sell, right? There are a few reasons why they started. First is that, of course, expenses are going up. They needed extra income. Or number 2, they got terminated. Or number 3, fear of retrenchment. Retrenchment is real. It's going to get even more massive. It's going to get more messy. So some have already started to have a backup plan. So entrepreneurship is a pillar, very, very important pillar in the economy around the world. So government has got a few books on entrepreneurship. That's made a strategy book. A lot of grants, a lot of support. But there's no point taking the money if we do not know what to do. So more important, the first thing first is why entrepreneurship? Why not look for another job? Why do we want to do entrepreneurship? So I'm not sure about people here. Maybe you can raise your hand. You want to do entrepreneurship because that's your dream. Who here have always dreamt about, being an entrepreneur? Or you just
videos are off. You can use a reaction there with a thumbs up or something.
Yeah, who here dreamt?
Jacinta. Thank you, Jacinta.
Nice.
Grace.
Never a dream. Put into it and I'm loving it. Nice. Grace. Yes, very good. So in entrepreneurship, a lot still fearing it, and those who are in it doesn't know how to grow bigger. Effectuation is about taking that one step first, believing that we will find a way. Believing that find a way. So it's not about having that perfect plan, but when we start, human beings, we believe in ourselves, we believe in human beings, we are intelligent, we make choices, we make decisions, we can find a way. So entrepreneurship, effectuator are people who can find the way around it. So that's the belief in it. Even if they don't know it, they can find somebody who knows how. So that's the concept of starting small. Go ahead, start first. Doesn't have to be a mega plan. Go ahead and start first. That's what about starting small. A lot of the businesses that we study, taste history, start with something small. Be it from Grab, be it from Secret Recipe, be it from Airbnb, all these are under effectuator theories. Started small. Very, very small.
Can I just come in at this point and just add on to what she just said? Because to those who are still young, like me, and starting a new business, and even Vicky also mentioned earlier on, we like to write out our goals and work towards our means. right? Effectuatorship is the opposite. You flip it. You don't write down your goals. You look into your means and you create your path. That is effectuatorship. A lot of people who are sitting down, writing down our goals and afraid to take the first step. No, effectuatorship is flipping it away, the other way around. The three questions where Jessie is going to share soon, about effectuatorship, right? It's with your means, you will work out your goals. You will work out your plans. So a lot of people here, we are overthinking because we do not know what's in the outside world. Why? It's a chaos outside. But I have a very nice foolproof plan here. I need someone to hold my hand. No. If you know what means you have, your resources that you have, the toolbox that you're carrying, your skills, your knowledge, your qualifications, your experience, the people that you know, that goes into your toolbox. That is your means. With that, you take the first step, you pave the path towards it. That is effectuatorship. Right? Jessie, can I do a quick activity with all these participants?
No.
You know the three important questions in effectuatorship. Can you share with us the first one? And ladies and gentlemen, those who are here and active, not eating, if you're eating, continue. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to the question Jessie is going to ask. In that 15 seconds, write it down. Use a handphone or pen or paper. Go ahead. Okay? Jessie, what is the first question?
Very important question. Number one, who am I? Or who I am. So it's about your traits, your taste, your abilities. You write it down.
It's about your personality, your values, your taste. Who am I? Seven more seconds. Why I asked you to write this? Because your business should not be against this, should be centered around this, built around this, the who am I, which is self-awareness, the first domain of emotional intelligence. Okay, so now that you have asked you, who am I, your traits and your identity, right? Jessie, the second important question, what is it?
Second important question is what I know. It's about our education background, our training, our expertise, our experience. What would that be?
So the second question is, what do I know? Your knowledge and your skills. Your education, your professional experience. Do you know now what you're doing now? You're working towards your bird in hand principle. This is what I already have in my hand. Amanda is here. She's in real estate for many years. So you have so much of experience in the real estate industry. That is your bird in hand. Compared to a new person coming to the market, you have so much of experience, Amanda. So that is what I know, the knowledge and skills. Okay. Good. Let's go to the third important question.
Third question is who I know.
Ha ha. Not all the noise in your WhatsApp, huh? All the group chats that you have. It's not that, huh? The key people in your life who can be an asset and a resource. Thanks for keeping the chat active. I'll address all your points. Prof. Andrew also mentioned something. Write down your weakness too. which is good. That's self-awareness, knowing your strength and knowing your weakness and being confident about your weakness. Weakness is not a negative minus point. It's not. I want you to be confident in your weakness. That nope, I can't do this. Don't push me into it. That's confidence. Okay. Najira, what about connections? Facebook connection? No. Connections, yes, the people that you know. Why is there so much of community today? Why does E3 organize EOD every month? Some people come to EOD networking session to throw name cards, but not building authentic relationship. I will forget who you are. Sunny, thanks for keeping a video on. Mr. L. Chan, A. Chan, always good to see you. My talk shows, thank you. Retailer, very nice. Can do sales pitch to save my life, yet to be an entrepreneur. You are writing down your strength and weakness. After this, be an E3 member, contact Prof. Andrew for a one-to-one session. Okay. These are the 3 things that you have written it down. You may be a young startup, a new startup. You may be 50 years into your business. If you're already 50 years into your business, good luck. Well done. Congratulations. But in 2026, where are you going to go? Are you reflecting? Are you a business owner or are you an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur and business owner, 2 different terms, 2 different meanings. As I mentioned just now, Mr. Mohan is into the cardboard boxes and all that, right, Mr. Mohan?
Yes, into the paper packaging.
Paper packaging, yes. Can you share with us how many years have you been doing this?
Okay. My business is 17 years in the business. To reply to that question, who am I? Actually, I am into a customized paper packaging industry. And my specialty, I'm a paper engineering guy, whereby I create boxes to fit the food product without shaking, and it has to be fit properly. If you see Singapore Airline, Malaysian Airline, AirAsia, you can see many of the food grade boxes up there, up the sky, 30,000 feet up. So this is my specialty, a special food grade paper.
Thanks for that sharing, Mr. Man. My next question to you is, did you reflect where your business is going to be tomorrow or the next 3 to 5 years? Are you solving the world's problem or are you continuing your business?
Well, moving forward, paper packaging is the next millennium business. It's $1 billion business if you do it right. So paper packaging is the need for today's world. So I look
it's good.
at the long.
Today's world is about ESG. Sure, you are on the right track, but you have to equip yourself with the right knowledge towards ESG, right?
Yes.
I have Jome here also. I think she got a video of handling the kid. Mr. Christie, could you share what business are you doing and how long have you been doing it?
Hi there, I'm 𝐒𝐭𝐫𝐢𝐞𝐬. I've been in communications for the last, what would it be now? 30 over years. Yep. The last 13 years, I've been running an outfit called Stealth Writers. Initially, we were focused on PR, but we came out of that, and now we're doing a lot of corporate reports, which is a very niche business. So we've had to keep up with the times from just basic things for CEOs and chairmen and all that. Now they've gone into very complex things which involve sustainability reporting, integrated reporting, and a whole lot of other things. So having to learn as we go along. I turned 60 on Sunday, and
Congratulations, happy birthday.
Thank you. And I feel like I'm just starting things. I'm just starting business. So what I bring to the table is integrity and trying to have clean hands in a cutthroat marketplace, being cheated by people. You say, who do I know? I know I have trusted partners, and I have partners who I cannot trust, which I don't deal with anymore. One of my weaknesses is the fact that I don't actually communicate. Though being a communicator, I don't network. So that has got to change.
Thanks for that sharing. I last met you last year during the event, one of the EOD event. Yeah. And I like the fact that you are honest and vulnerable to share that you don't network, you don't come out. So I'm not here only to promote about E3. I'm here also to promote about coaches around the world. We are here to hold your hand. But guys, we will never know what problem or hiccups you're going through. Coaches and mentors are like your driving instructor sitting next to you. We will show you and we will tell you your blind spots. We are your side mirrors, but you still drive the car. All right, so E3 is there, Prof. Andrew is there, our entrepreneurship program is there, and coaches like Jessie and myself, we are there. All right, so do reach out. Entrepreneurship is not a lonely journey. All right, so now that you have answered these 3 questions, tonight I want you to go and work on it and reflect on it. Google what is entrepreneurship. Are you being innovative and solving today's problem? Or is it a wish for you to still continue your business? Come and talk to us. Right? Jesse, Mr. Christie, and Mr. Mohan, thanks for that sharing. Jesse, just a quick question of your LinkedIn. Let me share your profile to the people. They said. 1 second, guys. Jessie has started writing a lot of nice articles on effectuatorship, on entrepreneurship. All right. If you want to feed your mind, go and read the articles. Very short articles. And it's a wake-up call. Yeah. Why am I still writing out my plans? Why am I not taking the first step? In a gentle way, you can shake the world, says Mahatma Gandhi, and so did Jessie now, re-emphasizing it. You don't need to have it all to take the first step. If you can answer the 3 questions, which is self-awareness, biggest wisdom that you can have about knowing yourself, you are able to walk tall with confidence. So please follow Jessie's LinkedIn. Oh, next slide. Okay, wrong timing. Sorry. I'll bring this slide later on. Jessie, you mentioned about affordable loss. Most of the people who leave employment or those who are already in business but don't venture into something new product or a new service, still sustaining and maintaining the business, they're always afraid about loss, the unknown territory. What is affordable loss?
Affordable loss, first of all, address the cognitive challenge, is our psychological fear. So whenever we want to jump into something, whether it is from leaving employment, coming into entrepreneurship, or in fact, like somebody's already in business, but wanting to grow bigger, but of course there's risk, or having an existing business and probably want to have new lines, there's always a fear of risk and losing it all. So the proper way of doing it is to look at what is the minimum investment, maximum investment, and do all the calculations, doing a lot of scenarios. If this happens, it's like this and like this and like this and like this. Effectuation says, very simply, we cannot predict the future. We cannot predict our competitors. We cannot predict the economy. We cannot predict our clients. We cannot predict ourselves. So it's good to have that when you have an actual end in mind. For example, if you are, there's an interior designer here. I'm not sure if he's here. You're an interior designer and your client tells you, I want the design like this. If somebody goes to Mr. Mohan and I say, look, Mr. Mohan, I want the diameter of my, container is like this. He would just do it like this, right? But if I were to go to Mr. Mohan and say, look, I really want something that makes a difference that everybody will pick up. That's when he will have to start thinking about how to do it. So affordable loss is about coming up with how much you can afford to lose. That. Say, for example, it's 2 scenarios here. One is an employee. Frequently asked question that I get every week is that I'm in employment. I cannot go into entrepreneurship because I cannot afford to quit my job, right? So affordable loss in this way are two prongs. One is nobody has to quit their job yet. You can still go into entrepreneurship the effectual way by holding on to your job. Your job can actually be a facilitator, the things that we learn. Secondly is affordable loss for somebody who's quitting the job is, okay, fine. I'm going to quit my job. I have 500, okay, maybe not so much. Maybe I have 100,000 in the bank and this is the amount of money that I have and I can afford to lose it. So be it. Start with that. That's what starting small means and that's what affordable loss means. In infatuation, we say you just start with 100,000 and that's it. Because when we tap to that, the human brain is very dynamic. We start to think out of the box. If I need a 500,000 instead of 100,000, your brain will start to work. Who can I network with? What can I do? Who do I know? Right? So it will grow in that sense. Rather than being paralyzed with over-analysis, overthinking, and never got to start because you're thinking about the 500,000 who's going to invest in me, and then I get cold shower. When I ask somebody for the money, you get a lot of cold shower, and you're not going to start anywhere, anything. If you're 100,000, start with. You can relate my experience. I venture into something which is not in my book. Never had I ever dreamt about it. But I know I want to be an entrepreneur. And I've got a few other smaller ventures, but there's one venture that I went into, truly effectuator scenario. I open up a laundry. I like to do my laundry. I don't like to do ironing. I don't like to wash my clothes. But why did I end up with a laundry? I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Why? Because in the corporate, I don't even have a decision. I can't even make a decision of the color of my chair. Because everything has to be a corporate color, right? Everything has to be standardized. So I wanted something on my own. So what did I do? I went to the laundry. I'm always nice to the people over there. And I saw this worker. She's very nice. She works there like 365 days. And I said, wow, you are very committed to your business. She said, this is not even my business. I said, wow, then you're a very good staff, right? So, and I said, if any time you would like to have business on your own, we can collaborate. Another theory, another criteria of effectuation. One fine day, she called me up, crying. She literally was crying. She said, are you serious that you want to invest? I said, what's happening? She said, I'm without a job now. They threw me out onto the street. And 2 weeks' time is Chinese New Year. I have nowhere to go. I don't have that much money in my bank. So what do? I started with one dryer and one washer, and it's both secondhand. We started with what I have. I grew that business into one of the biggest laundry back room in Klang Valley. I was doing the cleaning for all the facial hairdresser, famous one in Klang Valley. So I was going into Pavilion, Star Hill, East everywhere, all the big malls, delivering to them. Because I don't have money to buy big equipment, I only have money to buy the small equipment. The brain started to work. I thought about it. How can I sell my small equipment? So I listened to my client and I said, oh, who are you, giving your contract out to? What's your biggest pain point? The complaints that I get from all these big companies was that their powers got mixed up with other people. They don't like it. Now, if I have a big machine, I want to optimize on, this is also business. If I have a big machine, I want to optimize and save on water, electricity, time, and soap. So to a lot of laundromat do, they lump everybody together. And this is what the clients don't like. It's not a space. It's all a space. Not a space. Yours, yours. In fact, the whole brand, they have 30 over branches. I can afford to watch per branch, per cycle. And they love it. They love it. And by word of mouth, I was doing literally all the famous facial in Klang Valley. And it got so big that I decided that's not my hobby. So I decided to sell the business. That's how one can start. So there's a lot of things like this. For example, if you were to look at Airbnb. The team that started Airbnb, they don't even have the property. They take your property, they find a person who's interested, and they do that matching, right? So you don't have to own it. So affordable loss is start with what you have first. Even if you're going into an expansion plan, you can still look at where can we start with just this. And in fact, even in oil and gas, that's why I said I was already practicing Effectuator a long time ago. In the oil and gas industry, R&D costs millions US dollar with no guarantee, really no guarantee. You can come up with a theory, even if you have a product, the clients may not even test it because no one's going to let you test your product in this highly, highly explosive area. So, what do we do? What do I do? I was in charge of strategic business development. We don't have that much money and time. We don't have time. We can't spend 7 years per product testing and then to fail. So what do? Go out, look for the ambassadors. I knock on every ambassador's office and say, look, I have clientele here and around the world, 24 countries. I need products. Showcase your products to us. So that's how we started. And that's how we start with things. Don't have to have a big money, but affordable loss is that. So affordable loss is about controlling what we can control and not to predict the future because that is going to paralyze a lot of us and have confidence in ourselves and in finding the ways to break through. So that's the spirit of entrepreneurship. That's the truth.
Sharing that, Jessie. Very nice story, real scenarios that you shared with us. You also mentioned the last part, you went out and talked to the people. I'm relating to what Mr. Christie also said, we hardly go out and all that. So is this the third question that you asked? Can you repeat the third question again? The third question of the bird in hand principle.
Oh, the third question I asked is who I know.
Yep. So guys, relook into who do you know. You don't need to start big. You don't need to take a big step. With the 10 people that you know in your circle, can you take the first step? These are your assets and your resources, right? Christy just mentioned message, loss is part and parcel of the journey, right? And that is known as the affordable loss, but it should not be a continuation of the loss, right? Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to quickly go through the chat box. Grace, it was never a dream, but I have pushed into it and I'm loving it. Lucky you. The next one, EIS. Is it LS? I'm not sure. I'm an entrepreneur, but you're stuck. This is where E3 can come in, guys. So please contact Jessie or contact E3. Do not be stuck. We will unstuck you. That's what we are here for, okay? Jermaine, what age is considered young? Sensitive. It depends whether your age, your real age, or your business age. But it doesn't matter. How old is your mindset? That is the question you're going to ask, not the age, right? I'm unique. Yes, Chan. Prof. Andrew mentioned about your weakness. This was the first question. Who are you? Your strength and weakness. Nazira, you mentioned about connections. I don't really get your question. You want to elaborate on that? I can help you out. Taylor, I can't do sales speech to save my life. Taylor, I was a GM before I became a trainer. All right, I can plan out all my sales strategy, but you ask me to sell a pen, I can't. So that's why I hire other people. So I know my weakness. My strength was drafting out how to do it, all that. But ask me to go and talk, I can't because I'm a very empathetic person. When you say, no, miss, we don't want to, okay, I'll walk away. I can't convince you. So I'll hire someone to do that part. So effectuatorship in the 3 brilliant questions is finding out your strength and your weakness. Taylor, you don't have to do everything. Okay? The rest is all birthday wishes for Mr. Christy. Okay. I'm a student or master of entrepreneurship. I'm here to get some inspiration for my capstone project. Lee Hong, all the best. I'm in E3 Basecamp. Grace, well done. The Basecamp is doing extremely well thanks to Prof. It's a new initiative in 2026. He's rolling out more programs as such. Adi, you're also looking into new business. Jomi and Adi, you guys have met before in Johor, right? So please do reach out. Okay, let me share a few things now. Found it. Okay. A quick rundown of what E3 is all about. We are here to empower entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs empowering entrepreneurs. That's who we are. Jessie is an entrepreneur, so am I. So when you come for our EOD, our sessions, we are just here to hold your hand. We are here to start your journey. You could be a new startup. You could be in the middle of the business, but you know where to go or to scale up. As I said, we are your side mirrors in the car. We are your driving instructors sitting next to you. Do reach out. Do reach out. Do reach out. All right. So we are a business incubator and entrepreneur community builder. We would like to listen to your pain points and see how we can solve it. We have created an ecosystem of all this. Market access, support a peer community. Last month, we just opened up in Philippines. So today we exist in Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai, in Philippines. So who am I? I'm also part of the leadership team. I'm over here. So we have Susan from Dubai. We have the CTOs. Just come and talk to us. You have all the resources of talented, experienced people. So we have different pillars, different power groups. So it depends which industry you're in. We will put you accordingly. And we have a director there to hold your hand. Lance is here. He's one of the directors of professional services. All right. This is one of the fantastic programs we have. We call the ESPP, Success Pathway Program, where Prof, he himself will be holding a hand to achieve certain tiers in your business revenue. We have access to capital pathway. And very soon we are reaching NASDAQ. So be part of our community. What else? So these are our partners. And this is where we exist. And interestingly, as much as we learned about who Jessie is, she is also the chairperson of Empower Her Central Chapter. So dear ladies, do reach out to Jessie about this new Empower Her program. She's heading in the Central Chapter in KL. And if you need any advice or coaching, I'm also here. All right? Okay, so talking about network, talking about reaching out, I just want to share with you this particular slide, which is quite interesting. Jessie, do you remember this? Wait.
The photos.
This one. Guys, I got to know Jessie, and look at the message, 17th April 2025. She met me in EOD, and she took the photo with me. I didn't know who she was. She came to me. Hi, Venkat, I heard about you. I was in the HR, oil and gas. For me, it was, yeah, okay. Because I'm meeting hundreds of people. But she made an effort to take a photo and send me a message. Today, I'm bringing up this topic. You know why? She reached out. In 17 April 2025, her networking was not to give name card to establish a relationship. This is what I want entrepreneurs to do. Not only to give name cards, but leave a lasting memory. That is your persona. That is your character. I will never remember name card. You are not your name card. The who am I is so important here. The who am I. That makes you walk tall in any given room. Number 2. This is also Jessie. She was sitting in my BizStart event and looking like a student as a learner. But look at her, sad face lah. But we saw her profile just now. Director here. No, so many years. But she has the open and growth mindset, attending workshops, and today she's also a coach. The message I want to share with you is, we as directors, we as coaches, I have 7 coaches in the world. 7. Why? I do not know my blind spot. When I was given a job with Malaysian Airlines to be a consultant, I was like lost and I was so happy. I had to pack and come to KL. But I needed advice. I needed someone to think from all angles. Guys, I myself as a coach, 6 years, I have coaches. And you guys need to come on. That's what I'm trying to emphasize. Change your mindset. So when Jessie came, this was in August, BizStart last year. We connected again and we met for coaching. Yep, we both like dark blue. But you know what I'm trying to tell you here? She's a coach. 30, 40 years in oil and gas director. And she needs a driving instructor. I need a driving instructor. We are a support system. And today, Jessie is sitting in my talk show from 17th of April. That answers your third question. Who do you know? Okay. And this, I'm not sure, Jessie, remember, was one of the coaching sessions. As a blind spot, as a driving instructor, we were talking about what she knows, what are the resources she has. Right. So, guys, effectuatorship or entrepreneurship is not a lonely journey. It's not. It's your mindset or your ego is stopping you. Okay. So I just want to quickly share one more thing in between of all this. I've written a book and it's been launched in Amazon. Sadly, I don't have the time to even advertise about my book that's already available in Amazon. I'm just here for Jessie, no lah, for people. It is available in Amazon. I'll be making an announcement. Grace, thanks for ordering it. And look at the feedback from one of the neuroscientists. I read it carefully and surely it's one of the most grounded, intelligent human leadership books I've ever seen. This is for leaders, business owners, and also entrepreneurs. It starts with mindset, emotional intelligence, psychological safety, and many other interesting topics. All right, so this is something that I've launched this year. Okay, a quick wrap up, guys. The bird in hand principle. Who am I? Your traits and your identity. All right, take note of that. You want to take a screenshot, go ahead. Who am I? What do I know? Don't go ask in the WhatsApp. Don't ask the people in the WhatsApp. Ask yourself, the reflection. Oh, guys, trust me, when your self-awareness is strong, your self-management is even stronger. Confidence. And the third question, who I know? Your social networks. Look at the example I've got here for you. You don't need $1 million marketing budget if you know 10 people who trust you, hold your hand, and move forward. That is the who you know part, not the noise. And the golden nugget for you, you don't wait for the perfect opportunity. You create the opportunity by using the birds already in your hand. A quick explanation of entrepreneurship. We don't wait for instructions. We are the movers. We take the first step. So if you call yourself as an entrepreneur, this is what you're doing. The who am I helps you over here. Thanks to Jessie, she briefly shared with us what's affordable loss. We are not gambling. Let's try lah. No, we planned it well that we may have a loss there. And the next one, resilience. This is what Prof always will say. Are we the 99% or are you that 1% of entrepreneurs with the entrepreneur mindset? Some even before starting, they give up. And today, Prof sent a very nice message in the Effectuator membership group. He doesn't want people to give up. That's why E3 is all here, you know. So guys, you can attend such workshops. You can come for our 2 days training, but it's your mindset. That is the biggest block here. Please change your mindset. Okay. Good. Thank you. She's reversing age. Just started my entrepreneurial. Jason, congratulations. Silva Mary. Part-time tutor and still thinking tomorrow to start when? Yes, that's a problem. You keep on thinking. If I can ask you, it's already 9:10. I'm going to open up for Q&As. If I can ask you after this 1 hour, hopefully impactful session about your mindset, about bird in hand principle, what is the one takeaway or one action plan that you will do after tonight? Tonight, I want you to go and reflect. Adi, Amanda, what is the one thing you would like to do tomorrow? Reach out to someone? Write down a plan and take out the first step? Relook into your business. Where is it now and where is it going to be tomorrow? or answer the 3 questions again? What is the one step you will take after today? Can you please, and anybody, please unmute, share with us, or type it out in the chat box. Diane, hey, good to see you, Diane. Grace, take serious action on my new dream. It's all love it. I like the second sentence. It's now or never. And make that grace into your glimmer moment. Okay, Meena, reach out to Venkat and Jessie to connect. Yes, Meena, Jessie has got a fantastic gift for all of y'all. Fastest fingers wins. Sales target for 2026 Vicky. I need ECMO faster. I'm going to start connecting again. Christy, thank you. Mohammed Roslan, write down what to start lively. Okay, so when you write down what to start now, if you need someone to check, hey, E3 is there, Prof. Andrew is there, Jessie is there, I'm here. Guys, all the programs I shared with you earlier about E3 is all free of charge for our E3 members. It's like we have a fantastic restaurant, good food, but nobody wants to come and eat, but all of you are hungry. Come on. Okay. Mohammed Roslan, thanks for joining and thanks for your answer. Grace, if you notice, I have been constantly sharing your glimmer moments. Yes, I have been. It's a truly life-changing. Thank you, Grace. Grace attended one of my talk shows organized by NAWAM. How do you become an E3 member? Amanda from Singapore. Amanda, I'm the director of Singapore chapter. I'll message you. Okay? Right, guys, it's over to you. Jessie, very nice sharing. It's not enough. It's not enough. We need to hear more from Jessie. So we will be having a second session, date to be confirmed, right? We are having a second session and in total 3 series. Also to add on, February 4th, I'm having one more talk show with Grace. He is also an E3 member. And that one is on Ikigai for entrepreneurship. All right. So it's on from 8 to 9 p.m., 4th February, Ikigai in business. All related topic to change your mindset, to relook into who you are and what you are. Right? So if you can come and join in. So, come. Questions. Vicky.
Yeah.
I heard you clearing your throat. Either you're going to have a question or you're going to sing us a song. Which is it?
No, I'm always teaching people.
Okay.
I'm a professor, actually.
Nice.
Okay, so now I have a different journey, which is in technopreneur, bringing innovation to the market.
Okay.
So it's quite different from what I've been doing, but I like to help people.
Beautiful.
So my innovations, the thing is, I want to see that the research that is done in the universities is beneficial to the community. That's the idea.
So you want to share knowledge to the world out there. The world needs people like you, just like what Jessie is doing today. Thanks so much, Vicky. We should get you more involved in such talk shows.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed the session, and it's a learning. I mean, we always learn something different. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any questions you want to ask Jessie, myself, even Prof. Andrew is still here. Any questions you want to ask? You don't need to be shy. You can take the first step right now. Come, Chan.
It's an effectuator in the Webster's or dictionary and all that, or is a word created out from nowhere?
Very interesting question. Is the word effectuator in the dictionary? And what it surprised me was the word dictionary. I've not heard the term for a very long time. Okay, who still has an Oxford dictionary at home? Wow. Mr. Chan, even if you go to Google about it, entrepreneurship or the word effectuator is there. The bird in hand principle is also there. And Jessie, would you like to take the mic over? And you spoke about Saraswati, right? You want to share more about it?
She is, thank you. Yeah, you can go onto the internet and they have a whole website. In fact, a lot of universities are affiliated to this theory. They do a lot of entrepreneurship research and connection going back there. So there's a lot of materials inside, a lot of case history that we can read from there. So you can go into the effectuator.com if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of books in there. The textbooks are very expensive because we have to buy. It's like thousands over per textbook. So, but that's needed for my research. You don't have to have a textbook. You can go into their website. There's a lot of resources out there to understand a little bit more. You can understand a bit more. It's very simple. The 5 criteria sound very simple, but when you read the case history, then you would really appreciate how it's being done, right? It's about encouraging entrepreneurship. So effectuation is about if we don't jump into entrepreneurship, it's like we're denying the world of what we're capable of sharing. And number 2, sometimes people say I cannot afford to lose, but what we are saying is that we are also losing out on the opportunity cost.
Nice term. Opportunity cost, yep.
Yes. Opportunity to learn more, opportunity to make choices, opportunity of freedom, opportunity of character building. So business is not just about making money. It's about a mission, a vision, and it's also about ourselves learning to break through, learning about breakthrough. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful journey. I'm enjoying every bit of it, every day of it, every single day. It's like I can't, like going to bed is like, oh, do I have to go to bed? Yeah. But I'll say my gratefulness for today and then go to bed and jump up excited. It's more exciting when I have E3 because there's so many people to bounce off idea. But starting the idea, and it's so good to have Venkat. Okay, not paid advertisement. Very, very encouraging. Allowing me, I'm sure you all have different experience or similar experience, allowing me to come and understand my own weakness, but my own strength. I'm a person who love to, people has a weakness. I'm somebody in HR, used to be in HR and myself. I always love to look at strength. I can compensate my weakness by working with somebody else. So why focus on my weakness?
As I said earlier, she is a coach herself, and yet I'm still coaching her. I'm a coach myself. I have coaches. Today we met at 7:40 to let her know, okay, Jessie, is a camera, okay, is a mic, okay, so where is your backdrop? See, I was a blind spot for Jessie, for this talk show, and for her business. Who is your blind spot? Who is your driving instructor? So after this, please reach out to Prof. Andrew, reach out to E3, sign up for the free programs and all that. Okay. Any more questions?
One more.
Come on,
one
please.
more.
Yes.
Advertisement. Unpaid advertisement. I like to promote a little bit about Empower Her. Empower Her is about E3 giving back to the community. Empower actually has got many, many chapters. We've empowered youth, we've empowered can't find a better word, 𝐒𝐭𝐫𝐢, we've empowered senior citizen, we have empowered her. So if any one of you, or of a lady, girl, have no idea about business, have experience, no experience with business, but would like to learn more about entrepreneurship, would like to go into entrepreneurship, don't know who they are, don't know what they know, don't know who they know, don't know. So we have a program. Okay, please reach out to me. We have a program that's worth $799, but we can do magic by giving the person a referral code, allowing them to learn through 9 weeks of learning, and also going through another 90 days of coaching directly with Prof. Andrew. Yep. Our intention is to help more women and to get into entrepreneurship, right? So it's to give everybody a platform to have a better life, to live their best life. So reach out to me, please, if you have anybody.
Thank you, Jessie. Thanks for sharing with us about the Empower Her program. And also to add on to whatever she just shared, right? If you guys have any ideas and plans and you need a platform, come and talk to E3 members. Come and talk to our directors. Come and talk to me. Come talk to Prof. We will try to make it out work for you. So we have a very nice platform. If you want to do any kind of programs, be part of our programs, join our committee. Okay? As much as I'm not really promoting E3, what I'm trying to tell you, individual entrepreneurs and business owners, help is there. Stop saying it's a lonely journey. ChatGPT is there also. Okay? Right. let's wrap up this session. It's 9:20. The goodie bag. Jessie, these people sacrifice 1 hour to look at your face and my face and listen to us. What have you got to give them?
Yay. I would love to spend a little bit more time and see how we can go work together, go to the next level, together. I love to use that word. I am doing a group coaching on the 10th of February at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. 2 hours is a group coaching, but only to the first 15 who sign up. Venkat will be able to share
It's in the chat box. The link is there.
The link is in the chat box. If you can capture that, you can go a bit deeper as to kickstart a conversation about your journey into entrepreneurship.
There you go.
Go
Thanks
to
for
the
keeping the video on. Thanks for being present from 8 o'clock. Thanks for involvement. Thanks for the messages and chat. I'm here. Jessie's here. E3 is here. Yes, Jessie?
Do we want to take a photo? Can we everybody on the camera?
Yeah, I see some hearts. Thumbs up. Sharifah, nice to see you.
Everybody was so
on
nice
3, 2.
on WhatsApp. I like to have a photo with everybody. Great.
Dialen, Adi, Lynn, Mina. Oh, nice. All of you switching on. That's the spirit. Kumaru Guru.
Yes.
Vicky. Sorry, I am messy. Okay, I'm going to count to 3, yeah?
Orange black race.
𝐒𝐸𝐫𝐬𝐿, Cindy. 3, 2, 1. Give me a heart or a thumbs up also. Come. 3, 1. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start to the 2-6. Chinese New Year is coming. Let's kick off with a bang and let's gallop this year. Shall we? Prof, thanks for joining in. Any last words from Prof. Andrew, the founder of E3?
No last word.
Okay.
If not,
Hey,
the
guys.
session will go on to 10 o'clock.
Okay, let's switch it off right now. Guys, look out for series 2. And in between, if you have any questions, message away. Take your first step. Go and analyze who you are, the 3 powerful questions. Reach out to us. You are not alone. Okay? Wonderful, Lian. Thank you, Elaine. Aisha. Thanks, Aisha. Calvin, Oi. Najira,
Thank you.
Stephanie. Chan. Thanks, Chan. Actorpreneur. Jacinta.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everyone.
Jacinta.
Thank you.
Bye, Amanda. Shelby,
Bye,
thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye,
Good night.
Venkat. Bye,
Wisdom.
Thank
Jessie.
you.
Thank you, Mr.
Bye.
Wan.
Bye.
Mina, good to see you.
Thank you.
Sim Eiling, HM, thank you very much. Not sure who you are, but thank you. Your name is not there. Lynn, thank you.